everyone! I'm Connie, one of the writers at JetPens. Today, I'll show you how I plan in the Kokuyo Jibun Techo. The 2020 planner starts in November, so I broke into my new one right away. The Jibun Techo is a planner system with 3 booklets. The Life organizes future goals. The Diary is for everyday planning. And the Idea holds extra notes. Check out our video on the Jibun Techo lineup by clicking the card above. I use the same planner for work and personal planning. The Mini B6 Slim size is perfect for me. It's really compact, but still lets me record all kinds of information. Let's go ahead and peek inside my diary booklet. The Jibun Techo helps you collect memories throughout the year with a series of lists at the beginning of the diary booklet. I read poetry collections in my spare time, so I use the favorite phrases spread to write down my favorite poems. I fill out the book list with books I finished reading. My goal this year is to read 26 books, so this will help keep me on track. The dated Gantt charts are useful for tracking habits that I want to work on in the new year, like drinking more water and taking vitamins. Because each chart corresponds to a specific month, I can update my goals throughout the year. I want to make time to get more exercise, so I added a tracker for December. Because I use one planner for everything, I rely on color coding to tell the difference between work and personal tasks. You can see how I do it in this monthly spread. My palette Frixion 4 is handy for color coding, especially after I switched out the black refill for a purple one. I use this color to mark video scripts. For anything related to the JetPens guide, like draft due dates, I use red. General work tasks are green, while personal events are blue. I highlight with Frixion Light Soft Color highlighters and do most of my writing with a black Frixion Ball Slim. Frixion pens keep my spreads neat, since I can erase mistakes or change plans when things come up. Before we jump into my weekly spread, let's take a look at some more things I use in my Jibun Techo. I store extra supplies like stamps, stickers, and washi tapes in this zipper case and pockets. It tucks into the back flap of the Jibun Techo's cover, so I always have it with me. Kokuyo has special accessories that fit perfectly in the planner, like these to-do sticky notes for repeating tasks. Instead of writing something over and over again, I can move a sticky note to a new spread. Now let's take a look at my current weekly spread. When I get to the office, I write down the weather for each day in the weather section. Each day of the week has hourly indicators on the side. I draw a line to show my wake-up time and when I get to work. I use the space on the left side to write down my to-do list for the week. First up is anything that needs to be repeated every day, like replying to social media messages. I drew a line underneath to separate it from my Monday tasks. I finished everything except for one blog draft, which I left unchecked. Now that it's Tuesday, let's add today's work. I have an incomplete task from last week, so I write it here. If I have something that needs to get done at a certain time, I write it next to the hour it should be done by. I use my highlighters to mark chunks of time, like how long I spent picking orders in the warehouse or on my lunch break. I really like pastel shades because they stand out without being overwhelming. At the bottom of the page, I like to write down one good thing that happened that day. I keep a meal log in the space underneath. And that's it! My Jibun Techo is pretty simple, but it really helps to make sure that I get everything done. Do you have any questions on how to use the Jibun Techo? Leave us a comment below. You can find the Jibun Techo at jetpens.com. Thanks for watching!